Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. So as Martin already has said, the idea of this webinar is to go through the basics and an introduction on electronic laboratory notebooks and how they can be used in nanosafety research for actually capturing your data and your metadata as they are being produced. Before we go into, let's say, a quick presentation on why we are promoting and using the electronic lab, the ELNs in everyday experimental and computational practice, I would like first to break, let's say, the series of presentations by doing some hands-on practice, mainly an introduction to how you build your account. So the ELN that we're going to use today is called SciNote. It's a relatively new laboratory notebook that has been developed by a very active a team of young people based in Slovenia. The good thing with SciNote is that besides being very fresh and in design and so on, it offers both a cloud, let's say, functionality and a local installation based on the needs of its experimental group, research organization, and so on. The idea is that even if you don't want, let's say, if you don't have the technical knowledge or you don't want to commit yourself into installing something locally and actually dedicating server space or hard disk space and so on, that you can use it online in the cloud. It's very secure, GLP compliant, and so on. It's very easily used and so on. So the first thing that you would need to do is to set up your account. We had sent out an email earlier saying that people, if possible, should actually create their own accounts. More or less, if you already have an account, just go in and log into your account right now, or you have to sign up. More or less, you fill in your details very quickly. And you have to also pick a team name that's going to be permanent, so be careful what you pick there. And then you just need to, if I don't make this wrong, you just have to agree on the policies and sign up for free. Okay, so when you do that, sorry about that, you will actually go into the the overview of your account. So this is my main account, more or less. So when you go in, you will see like a number of information. So let's say current tasks that might be going on, a calendar on what has been planned, recent work, and so on, and then some quick start buttons that we're gonna go through them very fast in the process. As we said, the idea about SciNote and the ELNs is that it's about collaboration. It's about data sharing. It's about making data available to other scientists in your own group, in your own institute, in your own project, whether that's like a national or international project, and so on. So the idea is that you would need to actually invite people into your team so that you can share data with them if you want to. So the easiest way to do that, firstly, is if you go in the upper right corner of your overview of your account page, and if you click on your name, then you will see some basic statistics. So like the usage of and how much space you got, the inventories that we will go through in the process, whether you want to upgrade and so on, and most importantly, they invite people to SciNote. So the idea is that if someone is not a member of SciNote, that you can actually invite them to join, and if these people are not actually part of SciNote and they actually make an account, that means that they will. That means that when they join and make the account, you also gain an extra gigabyte of space for your account. So to do that, you go in, you actually enter, let's say, the email of the person that you would like to invite, and then again CAPTCHA, very annoying, and then you press invite users. In case the user is already there, and if you click, you will get a message saying that the user is already a member of SciNote. So when you send out the invitations and so on, and the people join, then they will actually be part of your team. So if you are a member, let's say, of different teams, if you go in the top, slightly to the left-hand side, you will see your team that you're actually working on at the moment. And then if you click, you will see all the teams that you are part of. So another good way to manage the users, and that's going to be very important even for today, if let's say you need someone of us to actually help you with what you're doing, is actually if you go on the bottom left-hand side in the settings, and if you click your settings, then you will actually go into your profile page. You can see some statistics. Let's say the teams that you are part of, how many projects you have built and you are contributing to, the experiments within the projects that are running or have been run and so on, and how many protocols you yourself have inputted inside SciNote. So then, if you in case you see it like that, if you click on the small arrow on the left side, then you will get again some preferences and some options to use for your account. And what we're interested right now is the Teams button. The Teams button offers you again an overview of the actual teams that you are part of. So it shows like the team name, the role with which you are contributing, and how members exist within this team. Also, you have two buttons, the Leave Team, and which actually, in case that you would like to leave a team that you don't longer work for this project, or you're not longer collaborating, you can leave. As you will see, the button for the team that you have yourself built is grayed out, and you obviously cannot leave that. So keep that in mind. So then, if we actually click on one of the teams that actually we are part of, then you will see that it will give you an overview of the people that actually are part of this team. As you can see, I have made two of myself here for demonstration purposes. So here you can actually manage all the users that have joined your team. So this can be done by clicking on the Actions button in the far right side of the screen. And if you click on that, you see that we have actually three users type that we can have. So the first one, let's start with the administrator. So the administrator is more or less someone that can do everything within a team. So they can change everything. They can add users, they can remove users, they can create experiments, they can remove experiments, tasks, and so on. So an administrator has more or less the same rights as you, the creator, have, but they cannot remove you. On the other hand, you can actually change their role. They cannot change your role, and so on. And they can actually do that for the other users as well. So the second role that is actually available within Teams is actually the role of the normal user. So a normal user more or less has the same rights when it comes to experiments and tasks within an experiment with the administrator. So they can create experiments, they can create tasks, edit the results and so on, but they cannot edit the team. They cannot edit, let's say, the team members, their roles and so on, and they cannot delete the projects within a team, but they can create new projects and so on. So they're more or less normal users that they can work on the team, inside the team, create things, when it comes to research, but they cannot, let's say, do any of the administrating stuff regarding the team. And finally, the guest role is actually someone that, let's say, has only the right to view and cannot change anything. This is good, for people that are involved with the data, that have an oversight of the data, but for some reason you don't want them to actually go in and mess up anything when it comes to the experimental practice and so on. These are the roles.